Welcome to Kaiseki Anime, where we air new episodes every other week. Kaiseki covers currently airing anime, older series and recently, and other relevant topics for the season. I am your host Marina of the blog Anime B&B, and with me is my co-host Draggle of the cleverly titled Draggle's Anime Blog.
This week, we discussed the spring 2026 anime season. This season is, I think, the biggest season ever. There's too many anime.
There are a lot of shows, both of sequels and of new anime.
Yeah, I've been doing my season impressions on my blog for, let's not talk about how long, but
ages.
I think 15 years or something.
Yeah.
And now we're in the 40s. We used to be low 30s for the worst seasons.
Even 20s, I feel like, when we started covering seasonal anime.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So
we're going to just zoom through the sequels and then the ones that we don't like.
Well, these are the sequels that we're watching, right? Not the ones that we've dropped. I'm assuming all of these are.
Those.
Okay. Well, the first one on the list is obviously me only because you are not a fan of baseball, which is Ace of the Diamond Act 2 season. Well, it's Act 2, Season 2, which you need to be very clear about because it's not actually like the second season, right? This is more like the fourth season.
At least it's not final season, part 3.
I know, but this is still pretty bad. You know how much we hate it when they do this, but it doesn't matter. I did watch the first episode just to get a feel for it, and I will be saving this up to watch later eventually, but I'm actually 2 seasons behind on this shit because these seasons are long. Act 2 was 52 episodes, Draggle. So this is why I stalled.
I'm so glad I didn't watch this.
There's so much baseball, and it looks like so much of the same. And yeah, you won't like it.
Excellent. I'll stay away.
The next one I'm sure we're both watching, right?
Yeah, of course. Ascendance of a Bookworm, adopted daughter of an Archduke. Mm-hmm. Our favorite capitalist scumbag continues to exploit the poor, go apart from her family to hobnob with the wealthy.
That's right.
I'm there for it.
I mean, the most recent episode, she's all talking about creating this wax paper with the children, right? And her eyes are all shining about making lots of money using the high clerics
child labor.
Right?
Yeah. When you think about this show for 10 seconds, it's horrible.
It is horrible, but she's doing it at a charity. She's doing it at a charity out of the heart, Draggle. She's trying to save the poor children and give them a purpose.
Yeah, just like Andrew Carnegie.
Okay, this next one's all you.
Classroom of the Elite, 4th season. Also full of characters who should be arrested for child abuse. I'm there for every minute. It's hard to believe this got 4 seasons.
But I was going to say the title itself is even stupid because you said 4th season, but there's more. Second year, first semester, which implies there will probably be a second semester, right?
Probably.
Are there 2 or 3 semesters in Japanese schools?
I think semester is always 2, but then you can have trimesters or quarters.
That's what I thought. That's why I'm a little confused. But breaking it down like this makes it seem like they're making space for more.
I'm sure there will be a second semester, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch this yet because, again, this is another sequel that I am 2 seasons behind on.
Oh, okay. Are you planning to catch up?
I am eventually because I did find the first 2 seasons entertaining enough. Stupid, but entertaining.
It's stupid, for sure, but very entertaining. I love the betrayals and the backstabbing and all that, so I'm here for it.
It's good. It's a good time.
Yeah. The next, I assume we're both watching, although I haven't actually started yet. Dorohedoro, Season 2.
Obviously, didn't we both love the first season?
Yeah, it's great.
If this wasn't in the sequel section, I probably would have pushed this up to most anticipated because I have been anticipating this the second I found out about it. And it looks just as awesome as it did the first season. And it picks up exactly where we left off.
Which I completely forgot.
I was gonna do you even remember where it left off? Because I didn't.
No, I don't remember at all.
It doesn't matter. I mean, this is such mayhem that it really doesn't matter. And it's still a fever dream jumping right back into this. So yeah, and there's already 8 episodes out. No, 7 episodes, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I need to catch up.
Yeah, this will only be 11 episodes, so.
Oh, okay. It's almost done. Oh my gosh.
Right?
And I haven't even started.
I think I've seen 3 episodes of this.
Okay, you're halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is just you.
Dr. Stone's science future, Cour 3. Now they're going to space now to defeat the enemies on the moon.
Wait, here's my question. This isn't like the way that it sounds like it's a third season, but isn't this like way more than a third season?
Oh, no, it's Cour 3 of the science future season.
Oh my god. So like how many seasons are we at now total for Dr. Stone?
I have no idea, but it's probably like at least 6 or 7.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. But it's still
Space.
Entertaining. Very stupid, but entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Power of science, also known
course.
as complete bullshit, but whatever. They most recently had a voyage to India because the Indians are good at math, apparently.
Well, of course
So
they are.
They went to the math school in India and de-stoned a bunch of people to do the math to get to the moon.
It makes complete sense to me, Drago. Honestly.
Yeah, of course. Next one's all you.
Well, you're not watching this.
I don't think so. Was I watching this?
I thought you watched the first season, and this is the most heretical last boss queen from Villainess to Savior, season 2. And in the first season, we like saw her get reborn into this, and she was like a little girl. And so here she's like a little older now, obviously, especially if we're talking about her getting married to the leader of another kingdom, which I didn't expect. I totally didn't expect another season of this, so this was a surprise. Pleasant, because I do like her character. It is fun seeing her sort of like be an adult now with that same kind of like personality that she had, fun and bossy personality that she had in the first season. But now she's like, got marriage prospects.
I'm looking this up, and I think I did watch this, and I just completely forgot.
We have so many villainous anime nowadays that like this is sort of like the next more common type of isekai, villainous, right? I feel like we've gotten a lot, so it's easy to forget about which one is which.
Well, should I watch the second season?
I don't know. I can't be the one to tell you that. You'll just have to try. I'm enjoying myself, but there are a lot of anime this season.
Okay, sounds like I shouldn't. I should finish Dorohedoro.
Well, I feel like if you watch this one episode, it should be enough for you to tell whether or not you like it.
Yeah,
like the switch up in age.
Okay, I'll try to watch one episode.
Yeah. You don't even have to finish the episode, You can just like give it as long as you're willing to give it.
Exactly. Okay. Next is Reborn as a Vending Machine. I Now Wander the Dungeon, Season 3.
Wow.
Continues to be as silly as before.
I can't believe there's a third season again. I thought it would be done with 2.
Yeah, I can't either. It's wild what gets the third season.
You're still enjoying it because I dropped off after the second season.
I'm still enjoying it, yeah. A lot of the fun is the novelty factor, right? Like, what stupid vending machine is he going to turn into now?
I guess that is how it keeps it fresh because it seems to be an endless supply of different types of vending machines.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still been entertaining. There's been some new stuff, like the vending machine got kidnapped and held hostage in this season, which was kind of funny.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
yeah. It's not my favorite, but it's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Next is ReZero Starting Life in Another World, Season 4. This one I never thought would get a Season 4.
Why? They didn't conclude anything.
They had like 4 or 5 years or something crazy without any, right?
I guess so. They do go quite a long time between seasons, but it is a pretty substantive
Season 3
work.
and Season 2 weren't too long ago, but between Season 1 and 2, there was like a huge gap, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't really know the reasons why. I'm sure there's a good reason, but I mean, I do feel like this is a very substantive work that has like a lot of stuff going on. Like even the second season was pretty confusing, I think, with all the working gears that they had going on at the same time. And like some of the seasons I liked more than the others. And this third one is like going back and picking up Rem again and gonna try to like get shit fixed, I think. We'll see.
You mean this fourth one?
Fourth one. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong one. This is like a fourth one.
Yeah, so far I've definitely enjoyed this more than the last 2 seasons.
Definitely more than...
What are we doing?
I think I like it more than the second season. I liked the third season more than the second, but not as much as the first. And I'm back to liking this fourth season.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're both enjoying it.
For now.
Yeah, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Season 4 is next. And I gotta say, I'm not really enjoying this one.
Yeah. I was curious because I stalled at like the genocide of like what, season 2 or something. So
That was the high point of the show.
I was just like kept telling myself I'd come back to it. I'd come back to it. I just like was never in the mood. I just was always kind of distasteful at like the thought of it. So if you're not enjoying this fourth one, then why are you still watching it?
Sunken cost fallacy.
Oh,
But you're
goodness.
right. I should drop this one and
Yeah.
watch the most heretical Last Boss Queen.
Well, yeah, you can judge for yourself whether or not you want to really do that after trying the first episode.
Yeah. Next is Welcome to the Demon School, Iruma-kun, Season 4. Continues to be very entertaining. This season, they're got to win the musical competition.
Wow.
So it's like a kiddie, goofy show, but I totally enjoy it.
I'm down for musical competitions. I'm surprised you are. That kind of veers towards the competitive arcs, right? I thought you wouldn't like that.
This one is so silly that it's hard to take very seriously.
Okay.
And it's not that competitive so far. So far, they're just practicing and trying to do good themselves.
All right.
Yeah. And then next is Wistoria, Wand and Sword Season 2. The first season, it kind of started off strong and then kind of petered off. But it ended on a bit of a... Well, it started on the first episode with like a big climactic event. So it's been much more interesting and I'm enjoying it.
Good.
Okay, that's the sequels. Now we're gonna zoom through the shows we dropped because there's too many of them.
Keyword is Zoom, so we're going to be brief.
Yes, zoom. Agents of the Four Seasons, Dance of Spring. Go ahead.
Did you even try this? Because
I tried it. It looks really pretty, but what are we even doing here? What's the point?
It's pretty, but I'm just like, I don't give a shit about these agents that are supposed to be like human girls who represent each of the 4 seasons. And then apparently Spring was lost forever, but has somehow come back. And I really don't care.
Yeah, it's some tear-jerking bullshit that I don't care at all. Next is Botan Kamiina Fully Blossoms When Drunk. Again, this is probably like the best animated show of the season.
What?
I know, but
okay.
It's just like, what? I don't know. I think like it's supposed to be cute when she gets drunk, which I just can't even comprehend.
Glorification of drunkenness. Okay.
Yeah. No. Right. Next, The Classroom of the Black Cat and a Witch. Supposed to be funny. It wasn't. The Drops of God. This was there's like somebody inheriting the wine, and they're working together to inherit the wine.
Oh,
and I don't care about wine.
Okay.
Yeah. Even a replica can fall in love. This was some other tear-jerking nonsense that I didn't care about. Fist of the North Star, Hokuto no Ken. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Gals can't be kind to otaku. I don't care about gals. I don't think you do either.
Not really.
Well, you did like that one. That Hokkaido gal show was okay.
I don't remember finishing it, but I feel like it's just like poorly handled and a very old like gag, like trope thing that they like to just insert, and I just think it's lazy.
Yeah, I thought this one was lazy too. Next, Ghost Concert, Missing Songs. This is kind of like a Symphogear style battle monsters while singing, but it's not actually good. Then Haibara's Teenage New Game Plus. I think this was like someone redoes their teenage life over again, but it was just kind of creepy. Like this 30-year-old guy is trying to get together with 14-year-olds. He's also 14, but it's still, I don't
the mind of a 30-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I'll pass.
No.
I went to End This Love Game. That one was kind of cute, but not enough time. It's like a romance. They're with childhood friends.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah. Ichijoma Mankitsu Garashi. I think this was a comedy one, although I barely even remember what this was. But it wasn't good. Killed Again, Mr. Detective. I'm kind of surprised you didn't watch this one, actually.
I tried it.
What do you think?
It was stupid. Isn't that the one where
I thought so too.
there's this like this young dude who has like this like, you know, young assistant who's supposed to be attractive, and don't they like go on this luxury cruise ship, and then
Yes.
he like he's figuring out this mystery, this murder, and then he gets murdered in the process, but then somehow he comes back to life, and that's how he solves mysteries, is he just keeps dying, right? I mean, the characters were just so annoying. I just couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't either. Next is Kiryu Fan Club. There's a guy named Kiryu, but there's his fan club, these two girls who like him, and they just talk about him all the time. And it honestly wasn't, it was one of the better of the draft shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's more a testament to how bad the other ones are. But yeah, it was okay. But I'm not going to watch it. Kome Kami Girls. I think this was another like cute girls. I didn't care. Liar Game. I actually really like this manga. It's like a gambling thing where there's this girl who's like playing these games to get a lot of money or go deep into debt. And she's very honest though, but then this guy who's good at lying helps her out. And there's a little bit of a romance thing going on. It's a good manga, but I needed something happier right now.
Yeah,
so
I think I tried the first episode maybe. I don't remember finishing it, honestly.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't a great adaptation either. Next is Mistress Kanan is Devilishly Easy. This is about, I think this girl's a succubus and she tries to hit on this guy, but then he's like, okay, and she's too innocent to go with it. Yeah. I might revisit this one with Classy if I can get everybody together.
Okay.
But not going to watch it by myself. Needy Girl Overdose. This was like very stylish, but just kind of nasty.
Yeah, the title, I just don't like the connotation here with a needy girl overdose. Like you're overdosing on needy girls, taking advantage of needy girls. Like I have all of these like
basically, yeah,
images that come to mind, and none of them are good.
Your images are spot on. Yeah, I did not like this one at all. Next is Petals of Reincarnation. This one, I think there's like people have like magical powers. Some are good powers, some are bad powers. The main guy, he can like steal other people's powers.
I know I watched this, but I feel like I just like don't really remember it, and I must have just honestly not cared. Like, why do I care about these characters?
Yeah, it looked kind of nice, but I also just didn't care. Next is Rooster Fighter. This is about a rooster who fights things.
Yeah, I've seen some clips, and some of them are pretty funny, but I also don't really care about a rooster.
Yeah, some of it's like funny, but I can't do an entire show.
Yeah.
No. Okay, next is The Strongest Job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser, provisional, which was somehow even worse than it sounded. This was definitely the worst first episode of the season.
What a title, though, for something that is so terrible.
There was an elf who had big boobs, and that was the only thing that happened. She like, I think the show literally started with like, she moves slightly and then the button flies off her shirt and her boobs.
But of course,
bounce.
Like why would she buy clothes that are secure
that
that fit her? Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and then Yoa Sensei. What even is? Oh, this is
like
a
weak dude or something? Weak teacher?
Yeah, weak teacher, but she's known as the scary teacher.
Oh.
But she's not scary at all. She's total wuss.
I'm seeing big boobs also.
Yes, she has giant boobs. That's her biggest character trait as well.
Wow.
And that's it. Let's never speak of these again.
Never again. We're just gonna put them away, and we're gonna move on to the shows that we're actually somewhat interested in, starting with our maybes. We've only got a handful here. That are, I might keep them, I might drop them. Not sure yet. Starting with Dandelion. Are you watching Dandelion?
I also put this in maybe, and then I watched the second episode, and then I
Oh.
put it in dropped.
Oh, maybe that's why, because I'm not sure if I've even seen the second episode, but I thought it was interesting because this follows these like angels who help souls into the afterlife. And it's kind of like comical because like the pair that we follow, there's different teams and they're like what people consider like a really non-efficient team because they like take their time with the ghosts that they come across and try to sort of help them come to peace before they send them off, as opposed to like other teams that just kind of like attack them and force them out, right? So I thought that was kind of a cool idea, and it's only 7 episodes. But like, what about the second episode put you off?
It wasn't any worse than the first episode. It was more just had so much to watch. This wasn't the priority. This is also actually by the Gintama author, and it has a very similar sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I already watched like 500 episodes of Gintama or whatever.
Yeah, I could never get into Gintama because like sometimes it was like mildly funny, but a lot of times I just like didn't laugh, and I have a similar sense from this one.
Yeah. Gintama, like sometimes it was hilarious. A lot of the time it was just whatever.
Yeah.
This one seems more of whatever.
We'll see if I mean, it's just 7 episodes, but we'll see. This next one, I'm assuming, is just me. The Food Diary of Miss Maid.
I dropped it.
You know, I'm just in here for the food, right? Like, it's about this, like,
I know.
maid. I think she's Japanese. It's hard to say. She's got black hair, but she's got, like, blue eyes. But I think she was trained in England and then ends up going to Japan. And it's just, like, her eating her way through Japan. And, like, just basically a culture appreciation, I suppose. So this is a very like easy anime to throw in the background when I'm cooking, or just like something to have in the background when I'm doing something else like folding laundry or whatever. So it could easily get dropped as well.
Yeah. Next one's probably just me. I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. It's not very good, but I kind of just want to see like how bad it can be. It's kind of like
So it has enough of a hook for you that you're curious.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the lines of, there are a bunch of shows like Bunny Girl Senpai or Oregairu, where it's like the high school students who like think they know everything about life and they're really smart. Oh, the one I'm thinking of is the one where like he teaches the girl how to play Super Smash Brothers. In an exchange, she teaches him how to socialize.
Oh, yeah, I forget the name of that one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, kind of.
I like that show more than you, but I also ended up kind of like cooling on it, and I think I got a sequel at one point.
I forget if I got a sequel, but that could be. I do remember you enjoyed that one.
Yeah, but not enough to watch this one, because I was like, I feel like I've seen this.
Yeah, you have seen this.
And I also just didn't like the connotation of being like, oh, I chose the second prettiest girl. Like, come on, are you an ass or what?
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to watch it, because it starts with such like an asshole title.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even want to deal with this.
And it's like, I made friends, when it's obvious like they're not going to end up as friends by the end of this. So
yeah, but then she'll forever be the second prettiest girl. Like maybe he changes his mind once he gets to know her, obviously, but I still don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. That's why I'm watching it.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, next is My Ridiculous Reincarnation. I put this in maybe because I was interested at first because it looks really pretty. It's very well animated. But then I watched the next 2 episodes and I was just bored. It's the same thing. Like,
so this is on the chopping block.
Yeah, no, this one's already chopped.
Oh, well then why is it here? Because I'm not watching it.
Well, because the first episode, it was a maybe.
Okay.
Anyway, next is the klutzy class manager and the girl with the short skirt.
What a title.
This one, what?
I said, what a title. Like, this just makes me just not like it already from the title.
Yeah, it's kind of cute though, actually.
Really?
The class monitor and the girl with the short skirt, they're both very innocent.
And I'm sure he innocently falls into her because he's a klutz and flips up her short skirt because it's short.
No, that didn't happen, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. No, she like tries to flirt with him more than the other way around.
Interesting.
Yeah. And there's other characters too, like on his committee who are pretty ridiculous. But
Okay.
it's not actually like a perverted show at all.
Oh.
It's actually a pretty like cute and innocent kind of romance
Well,
thing.
then way to give me the bad impression with that title. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, the next two are all you.
Are you sure you're not watching
I'm
Kujima?
very
Why
sure.
sing when you can warble? Come
No,
on.
why are you watching this?
Because it's so cute. Because I really like Kujima. He's just like such this
He looks so
darling.
stupid. What are you talking
He
about?
does look stupid. But he's like such a sweetheart. And he's like this bird that through having been like I can't remember how he comes across like the old man who like befriends him. But through those interactions, that's how I guess he learns how to speak English and for some reason becomes this super tall human-sized bird because when the dude first introduced him, like he was a small bird. So I don't know what happened, but now he's human-sized and no longer with the old man and is now like become a part of this Japanese family as a member of one of them because they pity him or something. And he's just like really cute and sweet and I enjoyed it. And it's kind of like teaching this family how to be a family again because of all the things they've sort of like forgotten to appreciate with just like their regular daily lives. It's a heartwarming show. Traggle.
Well, I'm glad that you have at least one of us has a heart.
And I like his like voice. It's very cute. Anyways, the next one, Mao. I am not surprised that you're not watching because, well, it has like that sort of like mystical, supernatural, onmyoji and like spirits and curses kind of thing that I like and I thought you also like. But I'm assuming that you're just like not really interested in like the characters and their dynamics or did you even try this?
I tried it. Yeah, I wasn't really interested in the characters. And like I like the weird mystical stuff, but I don't really like the Natsume Yujincho style with there's like a bunch of different monsters and it seemed like this was more on those lines. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, this is from the creator of Inuyasha and of Rinne. Do you remember Rinne? Am I saying that?
I don't remember Rinne. I remember Inuyasha, and I did think the arts, like the character design, was similar to that.
Yeah, the main hero, the guy, looks very similar, right?
Yeah.
But like the art style across all of these works are like obviously you saw it and you're like, I recognize this. Also another work they created was Urusei Yatsura. So I mean, and Ranma 1.5, like all of these works.
Yeah.
So it's like similar vein. I'm curious where it's going because of the heroine, like how she was able to get whatever strange powers that she has from like a near-death experience. And so she's kind of cursed, same as he's cursed. And that's why I'm in for it. But it's going to be 2 core. It's 26 episodes. So it's quite the investment, honestly. And I'm not sure if I'm going to make it through because, like you said, it's kind of like episodic with this overarching mystery of why she is cursed the way that she is. And like when she meets this dude and they have like this commonality that they've just realized. But it's a little slow.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I dropped it.
I don't blame you, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And that's the end of our maybes. Now we're on to the shows that we think are genuinely good this season.
Yay! And there's still a lot of them, too.
There are. This first one, Always a Catch. I don't know if you're watching this or not.
Hell yeah, I'm watching it.
You are? Hell yeah, he says with enthusiasm.
This is one of my favorites this season, actually.
Really? Okay, tell me why. I'm really surprised.
It's so funny.
Right?
Okay, so I was a bit skeptical in the first episode.
I knew you would be. Yeah.
Yeah, because the punchline was so lame, right? This girl like goes to this other country. She's with her friend at the party, and this prince dumps her, but he doesn't know who she is. He's
meant to dump her friend,
thinking he's her friend. Yeah. And then like I don't know, she could like punch him in the face or something. Yeah. She just says like, you need to get glasses, and everyone laughs and the episode ends. Like that was, come on, the least funny ending you could do.
But it catches his interest.
Yes. Okay, but then the second episode it got good once they
got good.
Yeah, once they get into each other. And then you learn that she can beat the shit out of people. Yeah, I actually originally wasn't going to watch the second episode, but then my friend Geising was posting about it on Twitter.
Really? I didn't know he was.
Yes. Or not
Okay.
Twitter, whatever. Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. I'm surprised though. So I mean, guess good on him for posting about this and getting you to come back for the second episode because I really thought it would have like totally lost you in that first episode.
It did totally lose me.
Yeah.
But the second episode won me over. And now I'm at like, I'm all caught up. And it's like the first, I watched it as soon as the new episode comes out.
That's funny. I mean, I am having fun with it. I think her character is hilarious. I think it's funny that he's like totally besotted with her now. And I'm really happy they didn't do some stupid like jealous thing between her and her friend because like her
Nah.
friend happens to like his brother. So
Yeah.
there's like no hard feelings there. It's all like friendly feelings, except, this strange courtship that Maria is the main character and Renato is the main prince. They're engaged now. And just like their interactions are funny.
Yeah. It's a very entertaining show.
Yeah. Now, I am curious about this next one because I didn't try it. Tell me about it.
You would like this one, actually.
Okay.
An observation log of my fiance who calls herself a villainess. This is another villainous one. And it's like similar to the other ones.
I think that's why I didn't try it because I was like, this looks the same.
It's very entertaining though. It has like slightly different dynamics between the two main characters.
Okay.
So the villainess, she's like this very pure innocent girl. She's like trying to make everyone happy by fulfilling her villainous role and making her fiance get together with the heroine.
Mm-hmm.
Except the prince, who's her fiance, he's like super into her, and everything she does like backfires. And he's like a plotter, so he like tries to convince her that she's following her plan of becoming the villainess, but he's like secretly sabotaging her in the background.
Oh, okay. That's a little yank because the way you were describing it reminds me a lot of My Next Life as a Villainess, like one of the first villainous anime that we watched. How many seasons back now? So I was like, oh, this sounds a lot like what we've already seen, but his like manipulation of it is unique.
Yeah, that's the part that makes it entertaining is like his reactions to what she does. And then like he has a servant who like realizes his sort of evil plots and he like does snickers when he says things to her, and it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay. So you think I should try it?
Yeah, I think you would like this one.
Okay, I'll look into it. This next one, Aaron the Southpaw. Are you watching this?
I am watching it. I quite liked it.
Yeah, it's a little all over the place for me. I'm still trying to get my bearings with it. I don't remember. I've only seen, I think, a few episodes. I don't know how far you are.
I've only seen 2. And I thought the first episode was like spectacular. And the second episode was a bit weaker. So I have mixed feelings.
Yeah, exactly. Because I had this in maybe and you had it pushed up to good. And I wanted to know why.
The first episode was good. The second episode was maybe.
Yeah, it's really interesting because like the first episode, this entire thing is interesting because when I glanced at this and I watched the trailer, this to me seemed like a show that was aimed towards adults, like adult life. But then you watch the first episode and it's all with them in high school, right? Except for like the very, very final post-credit scene or something where it like jumps forward to the future and it looks like a very grim adult future. And then the second episode, from the second episode onward, it keeps doing that. It keeps jumping back and forth between their adult life, like reality, and a little bit of like what they were going through in high school. And it's a little disorienting. I'm a little confused why they're telling the story in this way. There have been other shows that have done this to varying degrees of success, like the one I watched last season, which is Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because it's still interesting. I'm still curious as to like how that passion he had for art as a youth, how that is playing out for him as an adult, which it looks pretty tiring, to be honest, because he's like a mule in the cog of this like design industry. But I'll stick it out.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it too.
And it's interesting because the title, Erin is the girl,
Mm-hmm.
but she's not the main character. Like, or at least she hasn't come back much into the picture after that first episode.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering when the hell she's going to come back.
We'll see what happens.
Yep.
The next one I dropped.
Go for it, Nakamura-kun. Really surprised me. One, it has like a retro art style that I'm really enjoying. It's very cute. And it's like shoujo, but for boys. Boys love. Basically, it's a unrequited crush that our main character Nakamura has for Hirose, his classmate, who, like at the start, doesn't even know who he is. And it's actually quite heartwarming and cute story of these two boys. I'm enjoying it, and I'm glad that I feel like we don't really have any other shows like this. So I'm glad to see it coming out here for us to watch it now.
Yeah. Glad you like it. It did seem pretty good.
I think it's important to have shows like this and that it's available.
Yeah.
The next one is 100 Scenes of Awajima, and I almost nearly dropped this until I made myself rewatch the first episode and paid attention, actually, instead of whatever I was doing multitasking before.
This
And I'm
one
glad I
definitely
did.
needs attention. Yeah.
It needs your attention. Like I think that's why I was like I had such wishy-washy feelings about it, was because I wasn't actually like
You know, I
okay.
actually did the same thing.
Yeah. And like I felt guilty because it's gorgeous, right? Like it's unquestionably very pretty, but I had like no idea what I had just watched afterwards, and I was like, okay, I should give it like a serious attention. And if you don't, you're going to totally miss out because it's like multiple short stories, right? All centered on the school.
Yeah. It's hard to follow, at least for me, because the characters are drawn like actual people. Like they don't have rainbow hair color.
Right? And you always refer to people by their hair color or their like distinct looks, right?
So I'm having a lot of trouble like keeping track of who's who.
You actually have to remember their names.
Yeah, you have to remember their names. And to make it even worse, like there's some scenes like in the future and in the past.
Same thing here, right? We're jumping back and forth between like the earlier years of these students to the later years of these students, like their kids, right? The next generation.
Yeah, and then you have to like match the people who look like real people, not with rainbow hair color, like in the past and the future.
It must be such a trial for you, Draggle.
I'm struggling with that part, yeah.
But the storytelling is actually really good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's by the Horo Musko author.
And it looks like it. It writes like it sounds like it. It's really well done with the storytelling. And it looks pretty.
Yeah.
Just pay attention.
Exactly. It needs focus. I dropped the next one, Kill Blue.
Ah, why? I'm having so much fun with this show.
Why do you like it?
Because it's like, I don't know why. I'm just a big fan of like the hitman. The hitman who's like thrown into normal life just cracks me up because they're like so out of their element. And the funny thing with this one is that this guy who is like a hard-ass, really, really skilled assassin somehow comes into contact with some like mysterious wasp that when it stings him, he wakes up and he's a 13-year-old boy. So he ends up having to go undercover at the local school so that he can like investigate the daughter of like this medical conglomerate, I don't know, and figure out their secrets or whatever. And it's like funny, you know, seeing like this adult mind in this like young boy. And I suppose that you would have like one of the other shows you talked about earlier. I can't remember if you said you dropped it or not, where it was like between like a 30-year-old man in the body of a 14-year-old going after 14-year-old girls, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I dropped that one.
That wasn't really the premise of this at the start, so I was fine with it. So like he was a full-fledged adult. He had been married. He got divorced to apparently like his own I think she's like one of the doctors for the assassins.
Okay.
And he even has a daughter with her. So he's like divorced with a daughter. He wakes up in this body, ends up having to go to high school, ends up becoming like weird frenemies with that girl that he's supposed to get close to. And he's like zero attraction to her whatsoever. He hardly pays her any attention other than what he has to for his job. But then the latest reveal that I just watched is now telling him that he has to like become her fiance so that he can get the secrets of her family. And this is where I'm starting to get the ick. And I'm like really hoping it doesn't go there. Because the other show you said it was a 30 and a 14-year-old, right? This is a 39-year-old in a 13-year-old boy's body. So he better not get any of those ideas.
Honestly, I'm not sure 39 is much worse than 30. We're already pretty bad here.
I'm just saying that this is even bigger age gap, okay?
Right,
so, like, it's just, no. I don't want that. I really hope that it stays platonic and that they just stay friends, sort of friends, but grudging friends. Otherwise, I will cut this if they go too far with it. But up until that point, I was having a lot of fun, and it was like funny just seeing him actually realize that he likes studying because he never had that chance growing up.
Okay, well, hopefully it doesn't get too creepy and you can finish it.
I'll update you at the end of the season with what happens.
The next one is obviously all you.
Yes, I knew it. I thought there was like a chance that you might like it, but it really is like too
No, this is all you.
Right?
Yeah.
Kusanoki's Garden of Gods. And it's basically a young man who has these strange, mystical, extremely strong powers for some reason. They don't really go into why or how, but he has like these really strong gift of like cleansing or whatever. Like he's just blessed and he can purify things very naturally through anything that he writes or carves or puts his mind into. And he inherits his grandfather's home and becomes friends with all of these like local spirits and gods and becomes even stronger. And it's just like a very episodic, feel-good anime. But too sweet for you.
Not my thing. Too happy.
Yeah. What about the next one? Marriage Toxin.
Oh, yes. This is absolutely my thing.
Yes, me too.
Such a funny show. Yeah, this is about a guy who's a poison assassin. His sister is being threatened by his family to divorce her girlfriend and get married to have babies to carry on the family line. So he gets serious about getting a girlfriend, and he hires a marriage swindler who he's supposed to assassinate to help him. And then they've been rescuing various weird people from assassins and trying to hit on them. Did I summarize that?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's such a silly premise.
And it's very unexpected. Like, it sounds fairly straightforward, like, oh, another assassin show. Oh, and he has to get married to carry on his family. But, like, the reason why it has to be, like, through the next in line is because in this world, assassins are, like, they've worked on their bodies and their specialties so much that it's actually, like, in their bloodline now. His entire family are poison masters, and that's something that they like pass down. So that's why like he has to have a baby. It's not like you can like just pull anybody into the marriage and just pass it on, because they won't have those skills unless they're part of the family. And what I really enjoyed was that like from the promo and then from the like most of the first episode, I thought that blonde person on the poster with him was going to be his marriage prospect. And then like you said, it was actually a marriage swindler who turns out to be a guy who often dresses up as a girl. That's how he tricks guys to give them, to marry him and give him the money. And so having him like coach our main character is pretty hilarious.
I wouldn't rule him out of the marriage running yet.
That's well, but then how are they going to have babies? Unless it's like a world where that's possible.
He's a marriage swindler. He can swindle the assassin's family.
But then the baby's not going to have any of the powers. What?
Well, that's a problem for tomorrow.
That's the problem for tomorrow. You're right. But yeah, this is a hilarious show, and I've been having a lot of fun with it too.
Yeah, I love it. I was debating putting this in my top of the season, but decided
I wouldn't have fought you because I am quite enjoying it.
Yeah. The next one's all you.
Pardon the Intrusion, I'm Home is a adult woman, office worker, Rinko. She's 24 years old, living in this very small apartment, very cute but small, that she's decorated with all her favorite anime and manga. And the reason why her apartment is so small, she finds out, is because she's got two insufferable guys as neighbors who have each made their apartments larger. And that hasn't taken away from the size of her apartment. She finds this out later. And through certain circumstances of like noise complaints or whatever, she ends up with two holes on either side of her apartment, a wall into each of the guys, and so that they're able to freely go in and out of each other's apartments. And they're all adults, and they all become sort of friends, and it's probably going to go into romance of a kind, although currently one of the guys thinks that she's dating the other guy who she's pretending to be in a relationship for various reasons. And it's just like sort of a love triangle, not really, because none of that has been openly said yet. It's just sort of teased. And one of the guys is actually the mangaka of her favorite anime. And we don't know what the other guy does yet, but it's a big secret. I'm having fun. It's cute.
Yeah, it was pretty good first episode.
Very rom-com-y.
Was less this season, I probably would have watched it.
Yeah. Rampart's Advice is set in high school. main character, Hikawa, is a girl who's very aloof. And that's where you get the image of the walls of ice that spring up around her whenever she's trying to like keep herself away from others. She has some very few, I think the one friend who's a girl who she opens up to, but for the most part, she doesn't really like let anybody close. And so she has like this ice queen kind of image reputation in her school. But this does eventually have a sort of, I don't know if I would call them couples because right now they're all just friends. Her friend was childhood, like middle school friends with these two other guys. And so that's how they end up becoming all acquainted. And as of right now, there's sort of like this awkward friendship going on between the four of them, but it's pretty clear that one of the guys is somewhat interested in her, although the nature of his interest is still sort of up in the air. Because, like her friend had pointed out, he has a habit of zeroing in on people who don't fit in. And sort of out of pity, like he sort of wants to like help them, befriend them. But he's recently made it clear that he's interested in the main character as more than that. It's not that he pities her, even though he did at the start. He's genuinely curious about her and like being her friend. So that's where we are now. But I'm like you said, I'm pretty sure we are going to veer into romance sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think it's heading that way.
Now, I don't know if it's going to come to any fruition. I could easily see this kind of show being like not giving us that satisfaction. But I'm enjoying like her character and her like gradually opening up to people.
Okay, cool. The next one, Release That Witch. This is just me, and I love this show. It's a isekai, but it's a communist isekai with Chinese characteristics.
Yeah, I see the Chinese, and that it's 8 episodes only, so it's all out.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here.
Crap, then I already finished it, I guess. Or maybe I have one more episode.
Do you see 8 episodes?
I saw 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it says that it finished in March.
I need a
finished
sequel.
in April, sorry. It finished like 8 days ago, a week ago.
We need a sequel. No. Okay. Well, that's disappointing, but it was good. I've read the comic for this, and the anime is actually much better than the comic.
I'm not quite sure why I skipped over this, other than maybe the source material, because it's a Chinese web novel, and like the appearance made me kind of leery about it, like the quality. But if you genuinely think it's like a good story, and if it visually looks good, tell me, and I'll try it.
Visually, it does look good. I think it's an interesting story. Okay. I don't think you would like it.
Wait, why?
Unless you want to watch an anime about Chinese communism.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, if it's an interesting story.
Okay, yeah, maybe you like it.
I'm just like, what about this do you think I wouldn't like?
I mean, it's a isekai.
Okay.
You know, maybe you would like it. Yeah. You wouldn't like the comic because it like turns into like a Pokemon collecting of the witches.
Oh.
But the anime, it only has like 2 of them, and it's not like that at all. So I think you actually might like the anime.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was probably just suspicious of its source in that I was worried that it would go into like some gross CG kind of art style.
It might be some CG. I thought it looked good.
Okay.
Usually the Chinese ones are terrible, but I thought this one was pretty good.
All right. Check it out.
Cool. And next is Snowball Earth.
I dropped this.
Really? How far did you get?
1 episode. I just thought it was stupid. It's just like, it ended with him being in the snow planet. And I think I just thought the main character was just completely insufferable. So I didn't want to watch anything else with him in it. So convince me otherwise. Like, why are you watching this?
I actually really liked it. Well, the second episode, he meets the humans on the planet. And he's kind of like just lived with his robot friend. So he's learning how to live with the humans.
Okay.
And there's robots, and they fight monsters, and they live in the snow. All sounds good to me.
I don't know why. Like, if it's in much of the same humor as the first episode, that's probably why I wouldn't want more, unless it like changes drastically.
It's similar, yeah. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Uberman King Gainer. So,
okay.
I really like it. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, and you have to describe the next one because I'm shocked that you're watching this.
Yeah, it sounds bad, doesn't it? The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King has been a surprising enjoyment of mine this season, and I am not embarrassed.
Okay, I like it too, obviously, but
wait,
that's
so you're
less
watching
surprising.
You're
Yeah, of
watching it.
course. Yeah, I like it.
It's such a funny premise because like it sounds bad, right? Because it's like the spoils of war. He brings her back to be his wife, but it's
Well,
really
that's exactly what it is.
it is, but it is, but it isn't. You know, like it's not what you expect. He respects her from her conduct in war because she was such a fierce knight, right? And she
Right.
standed him with her prowess that he just like must bring her with him because like his mother, I think, was also a spoil of war and was also a warrior or something. So he wants the same for himself. But the important thing is that he doesn't. I think when you like hear about this in history, actual history, right, and also in other like fiction, it's always like they're gonna like rape you, right? But he promised her that he's not gonna force anything on her. He wants her to genuinely fall in love with him. Now it doesn't change the fact that she's still a prisoner. Like she's got like this like the slave's collar, right? Like so it's still bad. It's still bad, but like, hey, he's respecting her. You know, he's not forcing her. So maybe they actually will fall in love. And guess what? He's also actually really, really hot when he shaves his beard. he's like fit, right?
I was waiting for you to get to that plot point. Yeah.
He's like fit and huge. So like physically he's a specimen. And then at first you think he's like this older gruff man, but then like when he goes and bathes in the water, you know, like a warrior does, he's shaved and he's beautiful. He's actually like this young, beautiful man. So who wouldn't want that? Of course you'll fall in love.
Of course. It's not coerced or forced at all.
Yeah. And just her reactions to him are hilarious too, because she always expects the worst and it doesn't happen.
Yeah. It is pretty funny.
So you didn't think I would try this, huh?
No, I did not think you would try that. I'm still shocked.
I've been laughing my
I'm
head
proud
off.
of you. Good. And that's the good shows.
Yeah.
Next is our favorites of the season.
Yes, absolutely. Starting with Akane Banashi. Are you enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying this?
Well, I only watched the first episode, but yeah, it rolled.
She's a badass. I really like her. So if you like shows like...
Well, she barely even showed up in the first episode, and it already rolled.
Yeah, like her father and that whole like build-up of his performance and then like...
Yeah, that was intense.
The fallout of that is intense. What a great first episode.
Yeah.
But if you like shows like Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, which is about Rakugo, or I would say if you like Chihayafuru, which has like a similarly like sort of strong female character, you'll enjoy this.
Yeah, and it's really well animated too.
It's gorgeous. The characters are all really, really interesting. They have depth to them. You know, I always love like the whole portrayal of storytelling, especially in the form of like Rakugo, which is all about, it's like storytelling in the old style, right? Where you have to like speak and you have to act it out. You don't really have any props other than like your fan.
Yep.
Occasionally some music accompaniment, but it's really all on you as the performer to be telling this story in a way that captures your audience. And so it's her trying to like sort of take revenge for like her father, what happened to her father, but then she also just genuinely likes telling stories.
Yeah. So how far did you get?
I've seen at least like 3 or 4 episodes.
Okay, and it's still great.
Yeah, so if you're holding back on this, I think you will enjoy like marathoning big chunks of it or just doing it all at once like you like to do for shows that are your favorite.
Good. Yeah, everything in was promising. I only watched the first episode.
Oh, only the first episode?
Yeah, because I'm saving the best for last.
I see. Well, that might be difficult with this next one, which is Demons of the Shadow Realm, because it's going to be 2 core Draggle. So you're going to have to like do a big chunk of marathon watching.
Oh, okay. Well, I love the first episode of this.
Same.
Yeah, it's like a fantasy that's not a stupid isekai again. It's actually interesting.
And it's like a blend of old world and new world, right? Because you think it's in the old world.
Well, for like 5 minutes until an airplane flies over. But
well, yeah. Well, like, you have to understand when he says dragon, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe it's a dragon. I don't know. I can't really see it. It looks more like a plane, you know, like the jet streams. You don't see the plane, right? You just see the smoke trails, right? And then like the pulse of magic, everything is revealed.
Airplane.
That's what Keiwu said. He's like, that's a plane. And I'm like, you don't know? It doesn't show you. It could be a dragon, an invisible dragon.
Okay.
But you're right. Yeah. It was a plane. Yes, obviously.
Yeah. So it's really like cool fantasy setup. I really like the thing with like his sister where she was kidnapped or he's been like tricked by his whole village all along. He's drawn into a conflict he doesn't understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So
still
much
a
love
mystery,
about this
right?
show.
Like, who are the good guys? Who are the bad guys? We don't know.
Yeah, they're probably all bad guys.
Probably. I mean, I feel like both sides have been lied to, right? So it's really hard to tell what is happening. And also, what is this curse about, like, twins born across, like, a one day, right? What was it, between 1 year and the next? Or is it between day and night? I can't remember what the curse is, but
It's not.
something.
Yeah, I forgot too.
It's a really cool idea, and I like that the quote-unquote demons, which are like spirit warriors of a kind, or gods, I guess, are always in pairs, which, you know, like them because they're twins. But it's just a really creative twist on this fantasy world.
Yeah, so I'm super excited to see where this will go.
Yeah, I was worried you wouldn't like this because it was like too much action.
What? No, I liked it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, do you like this next one, which is Nippon Sangaku, the Three Nations of the Crimson Sun?
This is my favorite of the whole season.
This is a badass show, and the storytelling is top tier, and it looks gorgeous. And I think if you've only seen the first episode, you've barely seen anything. It's so good.
Yeah, I only saw the first episode, and it was already so good. And I'm sure I barely saw anything, and I can't wait.
You know what's funny is that when I came across this show, I somehow made the mistake of watching the second episode first. And I was like,
Really?
I was so baffled because I was like, he keeps referencing things that feels like I should know what the hell he's talking about, but I don't. And so I went back and I watched the first episode, and I was really shocked at how different it was from the second one.
Really?
They're just like, they're like the settings, the style. I mean, it's still the same character, still the same storytelling like characteristics, but like they're just totally different. But they're also both amazingly good. And that continues on into like the third and fourth episode.
Yeah. It's like a totally different genre, but the show, like stylistically, this reminds me of is Prison School.
Ah, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew you would be interested in it because of like the premise of this being like a modern
Three Kingdoms
Sengoku era, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is going to be Drago's thing. And I was skeptical about how much I would like it. And I watched it and I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is going to be one of the
hard not to
best
like this,
anime of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, probably the best of the year.
Yeah, we'll see.
And we have one left, which is also really good. Witch Hat Atelier.
I love this anime so much. I was so excited for it to become an anime because I love the manga. I was also scared. But for the most part, my fears are unfounded.
Yeah, no, it's a great adaptation, at least for the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
There's this girl who wants to do magic, and then she spies on a magician and learns how to do magic and succeeds. And then she kills her mother, although I guess her mother is like frozen, and now she's trying to rescue her mother. Yeah. And she's going to learn magic at magic school. Sort
of, although that's not really a school, as in she's more of an apprentice at the magician's home.
Yeah, and it sounded really lame from my description. I realized as I said that it sounded just like Harry Potter.
I was like, that sounds very Harry Potter-esque. I think like the big reveal here is that there's the understanding at the very beginning when she's a little girl and like saying how much she loves magic, how much she wants to be a witch, and then there's the sad reality that her mother tells her that you can't, right? Because you don't have magic in you. You were born a witch or you're not. But it's all a big lie, right? That's the big secret she finds out when she spies on the wizard later and sees how he does magic that anybody can do if they have the right tools and knowledge.
Yep.
And it's because of her misuse of that knowledge, those tools, that disaster happens to her mom, which, like you said, we don't know. She could be dead. She could be frozen. She could be in this like weird state of limbo, but that's like part of what her journey is going to be. The daughter's journey is going to be Coco, is to become a witch and figure out how to save her mom if at all possible.
Yeah. Oh. And I am there for it.
Same. I'm very excited for this, although it's only going to be a single cour, and I highly doubt they'll be able to wrap it up in a single cour.
But it'll be fun.
And that rounds out our spring season.
So many anime this season. I think you might be watching more than me for like the first time ever.
Really? Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't actually count, but it felt that way. So.
Yeah, I'm watching a lot, although I feel like you tried more, and then you just like dropped a crap ton, and I just didn't even try.
Yeah, I tried every anime.
Good job, Drago.
Thank you. I won a prize.
And I'm so proud of you for dropping as many as you did.
Thank you. But then you tried to get me to undrop some, so we'll see.
No, I encourage you to drop one and then try another. All right, there's a difference.
Okay, sure.
Tune in again to Kaiseki Anime Podcast 2 weeks from now. Please feel free to send us questions or comments on Blue Sky with hashtag Kaiseki Anime Podcast or on our individual accounts at Draggle and at Marina B&B.
Listen to and review us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts so we can continue to grow and improve. Thanks for listening. See you next time.